What's up, y'all? Welcome back to your new favorite podcast, The Misplaced American. I'm your host, Justin White. I have another guest this week. The coronavirus has made it kind of hard to have people come in my house, so I was able to Zoom call one of my oldest best friends in America. Uh, he's my friend from North Carolina, but he actually lives in Virginia. He actually has his own podcast with another co-host called Redirect, and we're just gonna kind of go over a few things. So hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, like, subscribe, also go follow Redirect. I'll have the link in the bio. So yeah, just relax and enjoy.
All right.
Can you hear me? Am I clear?
Oh yeah, loud and clear.
All right, sweet. So what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. Trying to stay sane. Locked up in the house and whatnot. Try not to go crazy.
So wait, I'm not really familiar with what's going on, like on America's side of things, but we'll get to it in a second. Introduce yourself for everybody.
So, my name is Karion Walker. I don't know. What do you want to know about me? I'm in college right now, getting my master's degree in counseling. Plans to graduate in May, but don't know how that's going to work out now with this Rona going around. I don't know. What else? What do people want to know about me?
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were doing your PhD right now instead of not a master.
I thought about doing my PhD. No, I'm getting my master's right now. I thought about doing my PhD, but after talking to somebody, a PhD is not what I need to do what I want to do. I want to open up like a wellness center, for our people and whatnot, so they can understand, mental health is not bad. It's okay to go get help. Kind of do it in like a different way almost, instead of the whole normal, sit on my couch and let me talk to you. Just not casting couch or nothing, but
I honestly didn't know that.
Yeah, so I want to do like a whole wellness center, have yoga, some counseling, meditation, all the other good stuff in there, to get people coming there, show like it's good to work on your mental health. That's what I want to do. And I don't need a PhD to do that. If I wanted to teach, then yeah, but I don't care about research, so I'm not doing that.
Well, look at you making a difference in the world. I'm sitting over here being a stay-at-home dad. So most people obviously don't know us. We're familiar with us or our background. Karion has been a friend of mine since we were like middle school? Yeah, going into high school, I think. Yeah, I think we were 8th grade going into 9th grade. And
8th grade was my best year.
and then funniest year. Yeah, then that summer we just became like, want to come hang out at the house? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not?
Hang out, play video games, basketball.
Both of which I sucked at, but I get that. But yeah, you were pretty much. I remember Greg constantly going to your mom's house, and like even if you weren't there, I'd just sit there and like watch TV or eat her food, and she's just like, "No, it's fine, it's fine." Like, "Oh, hey, Justin," I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" But
my house was the hangout spot for everybody.
No, seriously, your mom was everyone's mom.
Pretty much.
And Telly's mom was everyone's mom.
She was everybody's grandma.
But yeah. So I'm not sure if you want to get into or talk about your podcast, but you are also a co-host of a podcast yourself.
Yeah. So our podcast is called Redirect. Me and my co-host, we are both in the mental health field. Mental health workers. So we use like mental health terms like redirect to shift your focus to something that's more important. And that's what our podcast is about. We always spending time on the phones or just wasting time doing this, that, and the third. So we figured, let's try to redirect people's time to try to focus on something that can be a little bit more important right then and there. So that's what we're about.
Oh, wow. So say if, for instance, during this whole situation going on, the coronavirus, if someone approached you and just, I guess, felt distressed, but like didn't know why, and like they felt like, oh, I feel like I'm being locked down. I feel like I'm being trapped in my room. I feel like I can't go outside. I feel like I'm afraid if I walk outside I'm gonna die. Like I guess in an extreme form of anxiety. How could you, I guess, use redirection in that way? Like what could you say to me if I approached you with these issues I had?
Well, first I'll probably do some like maybe some meditation techniques or some calming activity to help calm you down, bring your anxiety down or something like that. Simple meditation, like say like focus on what's going on around you. Like tell me like a couple of things. Tell me 5 things that you can hear right now. Tell me 4 things that you can see right now. Something that can help bring your attention to the here and now. And then we just kind of talk about things that you can potentially do while you're on lockdown to make your situation better. Like you got to learn to, we're on quarantine. There's no getting out of that. So what can we do to make the situation better for you? Whether that be, you playing video games, watching TV, starting a new hobby, something to just kind of manage that anxiety for you.
Oh man, okay, hold on. Let me stop you there because this is some good stuff, and I don't want to get my people too too excited too soon. Let's run this back to another topic. Uh, so on the whole topic of this, I guess us being friends growing up, and
Mm-hmm.
I guess you haven't really left America much, have you?
I haven't left that at all.
No.
I just left North Carolina.
But God, yeah, I'm so glad you left North Carolina.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too.
but I guess as far as I guess us being friends, I know our group of friends was always kind of the exact same. We had the same humor, uh,
Yeah.
same, just how we were. And then if anyone new ever tried to come in, it was always kind of like, oh, what are they saying, or why are they joking like that, or like if you were sensitive, you couldn't be around us.
Exactly.
And so I guess have you, as an adult, I guess, have you encountered situations more so now where you have to, I guess, categorize your friends or your time, and then with certain people, so you can like put that mask on, like, all right, I have to put on my more sensitive mask because this guy can't take as many jokes, but I still love him as a friend, opposed to this friend where I can just, oh, you look stupid today, you should go change, and like and know they take it funny.
Yeah. So some friends I'm definitely more brutal with than other friends. So it's like I said, kind of like having a whole facade on. Like, okay, I'm with this group of friends, so let me kind of put on this facade. With this friends, like I'm not being fake, but this is how we interact with each other. Opposed to, I might come back to know you come to the States when we hang out. We going at each other. We joking each other and laughing at each other. I mean,
Yeah.
last time I saw you, we were playing spike ball. You were joking me and whatnot because I was overweight. But like other friends, they're not going to joke me like that. So we kind of keep it at a mutual
Yeah.
understanding. Like, okay, this is how we are. No, we're here to like maybe build upon each other and talk about this, that, and the third. Where other friends, no, we can build, but we also going to joke each other along the way.
Right.
So
Definitely, it's
definitely.
something I've run into a lot living overseas. Um, Whenever I like got to a new base, like a new location in the UK, or not in the UK, but anywhere in the world. I was in Italy, I was in Guam, and
Mm-hmm.
and I would like meet, like, say, my Italian friends, and they were all like
Yeah.
one way. They were all be like, oh, oh, you're such a cool American guy. You're so funny. You're not what we thought. I met a group of people who told me they thought like all American black people had to be in a gang. And,
What?
and it's funny to think about because all they see is on American black people is what we see on TV. And
Mm-hmm.
so they were like, oh, like we all thought, what? How do you know what gang to join? I was like, excuse me. And they were like, how you like what are you Bloods? Are you Crips? Like, how do you know which one to join? And so I guess having those friends and not being able to put my guard down, I could never be like, yo, what up, man? Like, cause they'd be like, oh, yo, they think that's how I'm supposed to talk. So when I was around them,
It's
I
almost
had to,
like
yeah,
what we call code switching. You got to know code switch
yeah.
with
Like
them.
you literally have to put on another mask, like a whole another
Yeah.
who you are to be a person. But then I have my, my black military friends, and
Yeah.
so I'd go from like my my white friends, who oh, what's up, Justin, what's up, Whitey? I'm like, oh, I'm fine. How are you guys? Then like kind of like the Key and Peele skit. Then I walk
Yeah.
up to my black friends like, yo, what up, man? What's good? Like, what's happening over there?
Well, it's just more natural for us to connect with each other because we got that just mutual background. Just being black, just in a sense, it makes us more relatable.
But it's definitely something new, like not new, but big. I noticed living overseas was like, and I thought about like how, like I said, the time I did go home, and we all just immediately caught up,
Yeah.
and it was just like back, like almost like we'd never like moved away from each other.
And it's been that time you came back. It's been years since I saw you, but like I say, we
Yeah.
just connected right back like nothing ever happened.
But then it's like I remember, I have other friends who I still love dearly, but that side of me, I don't think I mean, I'll probably let them see in a certain way, in a certain, not disrespect, but I'll let it come out, and then it kind of like shocks them, and like, oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you've done that. I didn't know you act this way. And I'm like, oh, let me reel it back in a little bit. But
It's
so have you
because
ever?
go ahead, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I would say I really got that in the workplace for me. I definitely had to put that facade on because I can't let it's almost like I can't be 100% myself in the type of work field that I'm in because I'm trying to uphold a professional standard. And if people see me as regular Karion, like, oh, why are you here in this profession right now? You think you can help other people out talking like that? No, sir.
Did
I
you just
remember
say
there
the
was
N
one.
word?
Oh man, I quoted Paul Moody in class one time. That joint was hilarious. But that's another story. But I remember one time I was in the job in my mental health field, and like I kind of keep to myself, and I be respectful. Everybody thought I was this nice, quiet church boy and everything like that. Until things got a little heated one time, and I voiced my opinion. And everybody, not Karion. And next day I came to the office, they be like, watch out for Karion, he'll cuss you out. I'm like, bro, I'm like,
And
calm. I didn't.
yeah,
It wasn't
and
that
you
bad.
immediately get this like stigma against you now because first you were the quiet black guy, but now all of a sudden
Yeah,
you're the angry black man, and
yeah.
it's like there's no in between. Like you're going to be
Yeah.
one or the other. So
Like
on that,
literally all I said was we working our asses off for y'all, and they took it as me cussing them out. I'm like, where did I cuss y'all out? Yeah, I'm just proving a point. But yeah, that joint was crazy.
so yeah, so but actually with that, so have you, I guess, in those situations, do you find it easier to not have those friends together? Or like have you ever like I guess brought those friends together like by mistake almost, and it's like, wow, this is definitely should not have happened.
Nah, cause ever since I moved to Virginia, always like made friends, lost friends. No, most of the people I made friends with was within the work area, and then we kind of switched jobs, and then don't keep in touch like that. Or no, during school, you make friends for that semester. Then when
Right,
the semester over, you don't see them no more for real.
right.
But the ones who normally stick around are ones I feel more comfortable with bringing around my other friends. Because if they can still hang out with me and joke me and stuff, and I can joke back without them crying, and I can bring them to the main group and whatnot.
See, oh,
But
see, you're, see, I think you're really good. I think I have categories. I not because I'm afraid if I hurt someone's feelings, but I'm afraid that my friends are I'm such a, I feel like I'm so good at putting on masks to fit different molds throughout
yeah,
my friends like networking that I feel like one day I'm gonna like have my, my chill, relaxed friends with my I guess my more hyper intense friends, and it's gonna turn
yeah,
into this like
whole ordeal.
yeah, this I was like it's almost like emotional wreck because like my intense friends are gonna like be making fun of like situations or something that might be my sensitive or my more I guess aware friends are like, oh wow, it's not okay for you to say. And it's like, oh
Yeah,
gosh, now I'm gonna okay, now people are gonna look at me like I'm, and then it turns to like a whole different thing. So I always thought that was kind of interesting, especially coming from somebody like I said you're in the psychology, and I just didn't
yeah,
know it was something like you ever recognized that you were doing where was separating like your friends in groups and like having to like have a moment before you get out of your car to mentally prepare and like all right, calm face, all right, go in and let everyone know I'm happy.
yeah. I know. If I pull up, listen to my hood music, I gotta turn it down. Maybe switch it to something else more lighter. So okay, I gotta go in there with a calm mood. I can't take this
Hood
strong,
music. I'm
wild
pretty sure
energy in there.
the hoodest thing you listen to is probably Childish Gambino.
That album not even hood, but I don't listen to a lot of hood. I like 21 Savage, but that's about it really. I don't listen to a
Savage.
lot of hood music.
Uh, so all right, so I guess because you are in America, uh, I am curious because I honestly haven't really. I feel bad for this. I haven't really talked to many people other than my mom who had to fly back to America
Hmm.
uh, in a rush. Like she cut her trip short because of the whole Corona incident.
Yeah.
And I don't like I said I don't want to. If anyone's listening, I don't want to like bring up any like anxieties. So I apologize if that comes up. But what is happening like I guess in America? Because I honestly I deleted my Facebook and I'm only on Instagram. So like what is like I guess the like, what's going on outside in America right now?
Well, I can give my perspective. I don't really follow the news all like that because
No,
too much
you're speaking for
news.
all Americans right now. So I need you to
Okay.
get this right.
All right, I'm gonna try the best I can. I'm trying to don't get me up here lying, but go fact check yourself, people. But from my experience, we was very underprepared. I don't know if you heard, but our pandemic team was fired like in 2018. So there's no way
Right,
we could have been prepared for a pandemic like this if we don't have a team
right.
because they felt like no, well, they just people sitting around wasting money. You don't need to pay them. what do you think they're doing? They preparing for a pandemic. They can't be out here, doing stuff all the time. But from what I hear places like California is like on a lockdown quarantine, or they can't go nowhere and stuff like that. I hear that back in North Carolina, they got like a curfew at a certain time. You can't go nowhere. My mom was saying her boss got to write her like a little note. Like if she's going to work, she should get pulled over. Like she got to show the note that she's actually going to work,
Wow.
being an essential. But here in Virginia, it hasn't gotten that bad yet. But there's been like, last I checked, it's been like over 600 confirmed cases of coronavirus here in Virginia. But people here are still not taking it seriously. I mean, there's some are and there's some not. I see a lot of young people saying they don't believe in this. No, it is a conspiracy. And like, even if it is, I feel like you still should take that precaution just in case, because that joint creep up on you and get you. Now you got that Rona.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like okay, it's a conspiracy, but it's not gonna hurt you to also not do anything this weekend.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I
That's
know. Go ahead.
no, I noticed the same thing before we got locked down in the UK. It was kind of everyone was like, oh, it's not that bad. No one, like even the government. It seemed I'm not very proficient. I'm not a government specialist, so don't take what I say
Oh no, you
with a
speaking
grain
for
of
the
salt.
whole. You speak for your whole country right now, just
all,
like
all,
me.
all the Americans in the UK. I'm talking for y'all. But no, it just kind of seemed like the government was like America. This is fine. This is gonna pass. China has this under control. Then it hit Europe, and it was like almost like overnight. It seemed like my birthday was Friday the 13th of March,
Mm-hmm.
and it seemed like the 12th. Everything was like, all right, well, it's in Europe, and this seems kind of it's getting kind of bad, but there are more cases, but no one's dying. And then it seemed like Friday the 13th, it was like we're shutting down Europe. Like no one's flying in and out of Europe. And it was like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, like what just happened? And then like within the next like 3 to 4 days, like Trump was like, oh, we're closing the borders to flying in and out of America.
Yeah.
And my mom was here, and it was like she's freaking out. She's like, I don't know what to do. Should we change our tickets? Should we leave? And I'm like, just ride it out. You can't see much, but maybe we can make the most of it. And it seemed like they were here for like maybe out of the whole like 8, 9 days they're supposed to be here, they were here for like 4. And it reached a point where it was just like every day you would see something's closing. The UK is doing this, the UK is doing that. And then the day they left, like the next day, I think they announced, they're in talks of doing a lockdown. And then following week, I think it was like Monday. So no, was it? Maybe it was Saturday or Sunday. My friend texted me and she was like, "Are you home?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Good." They just Boris, the prime minister here, just announced the lockdown. I was like, "What does that mean?"
That's crazy.
It's like you can't leave your house, and like they can like fine you if you leave your house. They close all the restaurants, coffee shops, everything. And so it was like, whoa. What
It's
like
crazy.
it was like literally within a week, it went from it's fine, it's just a bad flu, people being dramatic, no one's really dying, to we should probably shut down the whole country. And so I think that's when it got kind of real for me.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy that people still out here not taking it seriously. It's nothing. I'm young. I'm strong. It ain't gonna happen to me. You never know. And I say that if you think nothing's gonna happen to you, you should still take precaution for the people that you potentially still live with and who you go around with. You might contract it somehow and not know it, and then pass it on to somebody else. I got a whole 70-year-old grandma here. I stopped going to my internship site because, I don't feel comfortable coming here working with these people when they could potentially, have this virus, and I bring it back home to my grandma, and she's more susceptible to it because she's 70. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stay home now.
I think that is the scariest part for me. Was they keep saying, oh, if you have underlying issues, you can, you're susceptible, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. And then I remember I was like, oh crap, I got asthma.
That's serious.
But luckily I've been fine. But yeah, stuff like that is like weird to me. And then how people just kind of kept nonchalantly saying, "Oh, if you don't have any underlying issues, you're being dramatic, you're not worried." And I was like, "You guys are literally leaving out. Like, if one person is dying from anything, it's too many people." And that's how I look at it. And so, but the views from both sides, and at least in the UK, were so strong, and it just I kind of had to just like step away. Like I was in like, Facebook messages, and like I was looking at Facebook, Instagram, and I was like, I took a step back and I was like, I can't look at this anymore, because it was defeating almost, because I kept seeing one side go, you guys are being dramatic, stop being dramatic. That's what the other side saying, if you go outside, you're gonna die. I was like, and there was almost no in between. And I was like, man, this is what am I gonna do? And like, coming from someone who does have anxiety, I started reaching a point where I was sitting at home, and I kind of like got nervous, and I got to shut down. I didn't want to talk to anyone. But
It
yeah,
get nerve wracking. Like I said, looking at that news all the time, it'll get to you. You like start thinking about the worst. And when you start looking into more stuff, like, oh man, let me go to WebMD real quick. I think I got that Rona. And next thing you know, you got death coming to you. Like, WebMD, so I'm about to die.
well, to be clear, WebMD always says I'm gonna die. My toe hurts. Like, oh, you have brain cancer. Like, oh shit. But so yeah, it sounds pretty similar to what's going on in the UK. I guess but you guys aren't fully locked down. I guess they're just telling you guys get curfew, and now a lot of places I guess aren't taking it seriously. But
I just read that the US is number one in reported cases now. America got to stay number one.
I mean, I will say, I think someone mentioned to me, I guess they showed me a stat, and they were saying, I guess America has more cases because they tested more, which I guess is good and bad, because the more tests you have, I guess the more cases are possible to be shown.
Yeah.
On the reverse side, I guess I've read something here that said they're trying to make more tests for healthcare workers, so to see who've been affected. I guess the plus and minus with that would be, if a healthcare worker does have it and you find out they've been in contact with other healthcare workers in that area, you not only are now just shutting down like half the help you have, you're like shutting down the help for other people. Like no one, like, so now it's almost like what yeah, it's a double-edged sword at this point. Like, the more testing you have, the more people are going to have it, and the more problems, I guess, arise from it. Like, like I said, I'm not a person that claims to have answers to anything. I'm not in those positions. I'm not a specialist. It just kind of seems like to me, the problem rises when people, I guess, don't want to take it seriously. Like, they want it to be nothing. And if it is nothing, then it won't hurt you to do nothing.
Right.
But
people
if
still want to go out to the beach and stuff and do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
No social distancing. It's like, y'all crazy.
And it's like, I get it, because I personally, I have friends who are business owners, small business owners, and it hurts my heart to see them, like, to have to stop something they put their heart and soul into over a virus, over something that God willing, it will be cured within the year. But I guess hearing people just like struggle, like not just here in the UK, but it's in America, like,
the world in general.
Yeah, just like I can't speak for anybody. Like, I guess my friend, when this first, I remember I look back to, I think I want to say November. I was talking to my friend at work, and we were just watching the news at the gym, and I was like, "Hey, you heard about this mutant virus in China?" And then she was like, "Oh, this looks weird." And I mean, that was the conversation, and that was the end of it. And like, looking at, like, in hindsight, looking back at it, I feel like I wish I had followed it more, because I guess every day I saw on the news, like, oh, this mutant virus, a cruise ship, and I was like, oh, whatever. Oh, this mutant virus, people are flying across the world and like they're spreading it. I'm like, oh, that's weird, whatever. And then I kept taking people's word for it. Oh, it's just the flu. I was like, oh, you're fine. I've had the flu a couple times. I'm fine. Like, oh, it's just a bad cold. I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, oh, if you're not over 70, you'll be fine. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie. When it first happened, I was like, oh, black people can't get it. NBA players started getting it
because Africa, like, they had like no cases for like the longest time, and then like the first case they had was like a German person. So
and then when Rudy Gobert got it and Donovan Mitchell, I was like, oh man, it's a wrap for black people.
Man, Idris Elba, once about it, he had it. Game.
It's a wrap. We gotta be serious now.
It was real when they shut down right before the NBA game tip off. They walked in and they're like, "Yo, leave," right. Like, cut it off. Like, one of the highest, like, paying sports, they walked in the middle of it and told everyone to just get out.
And that is crazy. That's how you know stuff is real.
So I guess as far as this, the Rona or coronavirus, I should be correct. The coronavirus. Uh, does it, I guess, stop anything for you as far as like, I guess I know you said you were in school for your master's degree. Does it like put that on hold, or are you going to school
So
online?
they converted our classes online, so everything is like via Zoom now. But them teachers don't care. They make us do these group assignments and papers. I'm like, oh, y'all could at least stop the papers too. But my biggest concern with school was I walk in May for graduation, but I have to finish up my classes over the summer. And
Right.
my last class is me finish up my internship. But if this coronavirus continue to last and I can't go to my internship, how am I going to finish my degree over the summer? If they're going to make me continue until the fall or whenever the coronavirus go away? Personally, I'm not trying to wait that long to finish my degree when I should be finishing up over the summer.
So
That's
yeah,
a
so
big
so does it
issue for
almost
me.
so does it so I guess the administration doesn't have answers either. Like you can ask them these questions and they just kind of we don't. Like, do they honestly tell you we don't know?
Yeah, actually, we had a meeting with our program director, and I asked her, and I said, okay, what about the summer? And her answer was, no, we don't know about the summer yet. No, we kind of just worry about right now, what's going on right now, which I understand. You don't know what's going to happen over the
Right.
summer.
You don't know how
It's
long
still
this is
going to be
gonna
here or not.
last.
I'm just just showing a little bit of concern because that's when I'm supposed to finish up and graduate for real. But she said we don't have the answers for that right now, Karion. So we're just trying to focus on getting everybody through this semester right now.
That's a so you're literally kind of just sitting in limbo with your life.
Yeah, if I'm gonna be able to finish up my degree or not over the summer. I
Are you
mean,
are you able to work any? Are you like allowed to work?
oh, I quit my job back in January. I ain't got no job, boy. Now, I literally quit my job in January to do
You
my
don't do that?
internship for school because my internship and job would have been at the same time. It would have been too time conflicting. So school is more important than work. So I had to drop my money just to finish up school to make more money down the line.
Sounds like that graduation album. You know what I do have? These degrees.
I feel all about that.
But so, were you ever like, were you gonna travel? Do you plan on, I guess, traveling any, or like, is it like, are you allowed to leave the state? Like, if you try to drive into North Carolina, would like a cop like stop you, shoot your tires out, and tell you like get out?
I I don't know because like I said I hear different things about North Carolina, having curfew, a little bit of lockdown and stuff. So I don't 100%. Actually, no, because my little brother just left North Carolina yesterday to move to Florida. So I guess you still can drive there. He just drove all the way to Florida, so I guess it's still good.
That's wild. So does it? It really does just kind of seem like, oh, this is bad, but just kind of
Life's still going on.
yeah. And I guess you kind of what you have to do, especially in a place
Yeah,
such as large as America. But like I said, I didn't think they could shut down a whole country until I moved here, and this
yeah,
happened. And I got nervous passing a cop going to a grocery store. That's how that's how empty the road was. Like I remember I went to the airport and picked my parents up, my mom, and my sister up, and it was like I could hear myself. And it was an international airport, busy, busy.
hmm
You can't even walk without bumping into people normally. And I was like I could hear myself breathe. That's how empty the airport was.
wow.
And so
You
like the
should see
whole
the streets here. The streets here be empty now.
yeah. So it's to see something, and everyone gets blaming the media, and it's like I don't know. Like, yeah, I mean, at this point, I kind of feel like media was a double-edged sword. Like, the media is making it scary, which is a good thing.
Yes.
Like, I'm not saying you should be afraid, but you should
Yeah.
take it seriously.
Take it
And
seriously enough.
but on the reverse side, it's like media is like almost makes it feel like it gives you anxiety because you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna catch this and I'm
Yeah.
gonna die. I'm gonna have fluid in my lungs. I'm gonna die. But and like I said, there's a high percentage of people who actually just don't even realize they have it. And all
Yeah.
the NBA players who caught it, they said they didn't even realize they had it. So
Exactly. It won't show no symptoms or nothing.
I guess that's a positive and a scary part because you do. Let's say you went home and you hugged your grandma and kissed her on the cheek or whatever, and now you pass her the Rona or the coronavirus, and uh, and now you know something happens to her, and it's because you felt fine.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
so you don't have any big plans for travel?
No, because I ain't got no job, so I ain't got no real income. But like my mom, uncle, and all them, they were planning on taking a cruise ship.
Ooh,
Um, yeah, so they were still gonna go. Like, well, I pay my money, I know how to wash my hands, I'm gonna be good. But like right before the trip came, the cruise ship like, nah, we can't do it no more. So yeah,
yeah,
they couldn't know.
they were having cruise ships of people stuck for 30 days or more, like
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the boat.
yeah. And I was concerned. I said, y'all don't care about that. Nah, we good. We know how to wash our hands. All right, that's y'all. Don't come up here. Come visit me afterwards. But yeah, But the whole cruise ship stuff, they got stopped, so they couldn't do that. So I don't know if they got their money back or not. I know
Yeah.
my cousin, she's supposed to get married in Mexico later this year, so I don't know how that's going to play out if this coronavirus is still around.
Do I know this cousin? Is this a cousin I'm familiar with?
Yes.
Okay. But
I was like, there's more to it. Yeah, the one from Georgia and all that.
oh yeah, no, I assume after you said that, I know who it is.
Yeah.
But man, so I guess yeah, it happened to me for my birthday. Like I said, March 13th was my birthday, and that was the day like all this broke down. And
Man, we gotta blame you.
yeah, my birthday's on Friday the 13th, and I bring the Rona. But I remember my mom was gonna watch the baby, and I was gonna go to Malta for my birthday, and I was like, yes, I'm going to Malta. It's fine. And then like, every day it kind of came up like, you know, more and more warning, like, all right, you know, the coronavirus, this and that, we're shutting this down. Like, you can't go to Europe, you can't go to this. And I'm like, man, I'm going on this trip. Like, my mom's coming. She's watching this baby. I need a vacation. Like, I'm a stay-at-home dad. I need a vacation. And and like the day came, and like they announced like no one's flying in and out of Europe. And my wife messaged me, and she's like, hey, so they're quarantining people inside of Malta. Like once you get there, like they're trapping you in the airport. And I was like,
oh wow.
I was like, all right, we dodged a bullet with that one.
Yeah,
but but we got our money back, and I was supposed to go to Ireland with a couple friends to go to Dublin next month, and that's obviously canceled because we're on lockdown until further notice. So yeah, I've had to cancel 2 of my trips. My wife had a trip to go see a concert. I guess obviously all the concerts have been canceled.
Yeah,
and it just kind of seems like it's almost unreal how much life is stopping. And like I didn't know you could do that, but it's also bringing back a realization for me that you why are we in debt? Like, you ever think about that? Like, for instance, all these companies are saying, okay, we're going to stop your mortgage, we're going to stop your, you know, rent, we're going to stop your bills, and we will keep everything going. Like everything's going to run normally.
Yeah.
So I look at it, I'm like, so why do you need my money to keep my things running?
You can do this without money, then why you need my money?
Yeah, and I get it. Money makes the world go round.
Yeah.
And I get the whole thing. But if I was, for instance, who's the Tesla runner of Tesla? Elon Musk.
We shouldn't. Yeah,
if I was Elon Musk, I would try to capitalize on this so much. I would lower my prices of everything self-sufficient. Like I would push it so hard. I'm like, oh, you know, if you're afraid of your electricity having to, once it comes back, be overcharged, like here, buy my power wall or buy my like solar panels, and and this and that, and I'll lower the price for you. I would push that so hard. Or like if I was a person trying to like, if I was an engineer at MIT and I was like, I knew I could do something good for hydro energy or like, you know, water.
You do something good for the people and still profit. And then you can make money doing good stuff.
Yeah, and like you don't have to like overcharge for it. You can literally make it. If 1 million people buy something for $1, you still made $1 million. Right? and I get it. You know, like I said, money makes the world go around. I'm not going to claim to be a financial expert, but it seems weird to me how every company and everywhere in the world is able to say, all right, we're going to stop all your payments and we're going to stop everything, and we're still going to keep everything going.
You know, my biggest concern about that though.
What?
I don't know if they're going to do this or not. Like say for example, we'll stop your cell phone payment this month, so you don't have to worry about it. So does that mean next month do I have to pay double the cell phone payment? I got to pay for that month and this month, or it would be nice of them to put it on the back end of my contract, so my contract be 1 month longer instead of me forcing to pay it right then and there.
It's okay because the government is going to send you a $1,200 check in the mail. And that should fix everything.
They're gonna want that. They're gonna want that money back somehow.
That's gonna fix everything.
They're gonna want that money back.
That good old $1,200. That's gonna save you from poverty. But that's a whole. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. Like, it shows my account. I'm like, oh, sweet. I'm not gonna argue it, but I definitely see I think I was reading something one day. They were trying to tax it, and I'm like, yo, like this is a relief fund. Right? Like it's a fund made because you don't know what you're doing. And if something happens, I'm going to get paid for it. And now you're trying to take that money from me because you don't know what you're doing and I'm getting paid for it.
They got to get paid somehow. They got to get their hand in the bunch somehow.
So with all this, I guess, everybody being trapped in the house and everybody like canceling plans. Uh, have you been able to, I guess, pick up anything new or learn anything?
So, and I have thought of plans stuff like I want to create like video content that's funny and stuff that I like and relatable to.
Right.
I've thought of stuff in my head, thought of little mini scripts and everything. But my problem since this whole coronavirus quarantine stuff been going on, I just been extremely lazy to be honest. It's been a long time since I've been able to just relax, just watch TV and lay in bed all day. So it's making it hard for me to be productive. Like I'm sitting there coming up with thoughts in my head, putting them down on my phone, but I'm just not taking action. I need to get to the point where I'm taking action and still being productive and stuff, but it's hard
Well,
when you're just sitting in the house all day.
from what I'm hearing from your Redirect podcast, and knowing you personally, you work a lot. Like
Ooh,
you've
boy,
been
I
worked.
was
You've
working
been
full time
working
at one
a
point,
lot.
going to grad school full time at one point, taking care of helping take care of my grandma. Whew, a
Yeah,
lot.
I was reading something one day, like, because I felt the need. For instance, like I said, my child is home full time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was reading something. I was nervous, and I was like Googling. I'm like, how to teach a 1 year old how to like make sure they're active sensory stuff. And I was like,
Yeah,
I started getting myself a panic attack. And I read a post one day that said it's fine if you let your child during these short amount of time in their life to sit down and watch TV. It's okay to let your kid sit with the iPad. It's okay to let your kid nap a little bit longer. It's like you're a parent, you're tired, and this is new for you too.
yeah,
And I was like, it's okay to be out of the norm while you're out of the norm. And I was like,
yeah.
I sat back and I was like, wow, they're right. That makes sense. And it took a lot of stress off of me. So like, yeah, so for you, hey man, relax, sit back, look at all
It
the anime
took
you want.
to it took to like last semester of school. One of my professors, because I always complained about how much I always got to do. I got to do this job, I got to do this work, this paperwork, this, that, and third. My professor like, Karion, don't worry about what all you got to get done. Think about what you got done so far today. How much did you get done? I'm like, well, I did get this, and that done. I said, that's good, Karion. That's you got stuff done today. Don't stress yourself about what you got to get done. Think about what you already done so far for the day. And ever since then, that kind of changed my perspective some.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, yeah.
You
I
get so
mean,
much done in one day, you don't really think about it. You might get like 10 small things done, but you still focus on the big things. And you don't feel complete until you get that one big thing done. But in reality, them 10 little things can add up to one big thing.
I guess it does make a lot of sense. Does make you think. Like I said, I've been trying to. I guess I've been trying to like read and stay active and do new stuff, but overall, the only thing I've done is managed to do is launch this podcast
Hey,
and think of
that's still something you completed.
content. Yeah,
That's
I guess
something something
it's
you
something
done.
I've been wanting to do. So,
A
and
sense of completion right there.
I successfully scrapped together a mini home gym. So
Yeah.
I won't
You're
get
doing
too
more
over.
than me because our podcast has been on like a little pause lately because of the whole coronavirus. And we was kind of hoping that, okay, a few weeks, we'll come back. But like going to be longer than a few weeks. So we're going to have to start doing podcasts just like this instead of being in person.
Yeah, and like I said, it's creators got to create. So
Yeah.
you'll always find a way.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how much. I think we might get cut off soon, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this call now.
All right.
Man, I really, I'm glad you were able to get online with me and talk with me. Uh,
No problem. I ain't doing nothing else but being stuck in the house. But yeah, plenty of
I, mean,
time.
I really do miss talking to you, hanging out with you, man.
Yeah, I always wish that all my friends stayed in one general area because it sucks that once we got older, everybody kind of ventured their own. It doesn't suck. I'm glad everybody went their own
Yeah,
path that works for them, but I just wish that we can still be close together. Like I always envision our life being like the movie Grown Ups, how we just come back together and just have a good
yeah,
time.
God, yeah. So we definitely because like the time we met at Telly's house, we all
Yeah,
just kind of just caught back up like nothing changed.
exactly.
So we definitely have to get on that again. But yeah, I'm gonna let
Definitely.
you go back to your task of watching shows and putting your feet up and relaxing. But stay
All right,
healthy.
man.
I hope you and your family stay well.
Appreciate
Uh,
it. Same to you, man.
yeah, man, just stay up, and I look forward to hearing your next podcast.
All right, man. I'll let you know.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right, you too, man. Peace.